Yes, Brianna. Hello. Hello, Isma. Hello, Emma. Yes, Brit. Angela says, I love the pink. Thank you. Me too. Oops, hi, I'm good. Thank you very much. I exercised a bit earlier today, so I feel good about that. And I've showered. So I mean, what more could you ask for? How are you guys feeling? That's right, not fuchsia today. Robbie's paying attention. Your Berlin Zach Packer is here. Thanks, Nomsky. That means a lot. Face Nafonso says, is that your house? I don't own it, but it's where I'm living at the moment. Lauren says, shout me out. There you go. Shout out to Lauren. Cool. Alright, let's go. Hello from Spain. Hello, Spain. Yeah, the sun is shining today, and that's definitely making me feel weird. Ebat! Yes, Elito! My table tennis coach is in the chat. So let's go. The first song is Godspeed by Frank Ocean. And yeah, I really love Frank's version, and I really love James Blake's version as well. James Blake plays it on piano, but I realised that James Blake's version is unbelievable, and there's no way I'm going to be able to compete with him on the old piano, so I thought I'd do it on guitar. Who knows whether I'll be able to compete with James Blake, but either way, I'm going to sing it. I will always love you how I do. Let go of a prayer for you, just a sweet word. The table is prepared for you. Wishing you Godspeed, glory. There will be a mountain that you won't move. Still, I'll always be there for you. How I do. Let go of my claim on you. It's a free world. You look down on where you came from sometimes, but you'll always have this place to go home. Cool. Yeah, I really like that song. It's so beautiful and it's so weird. Like there's no structure whatsoever. A bit like my hair, really. There's no structure whatsoever. But yeah, really beautiful song, and yeah, thank you very much for the suggestion. All right, the next song is Naive, and this song makes me think of being 12 years old and just starting secondary school. And yeah, just being quite nervous to start. I think I was still getting dropped off at school by my mum at that point. And I remember I had my first iPod, and this was maybe one of 10 songs I actually had on my iPod. So yeah, it's Naive by the Kooks. And it goes like this. Not saying it was your fault, although you could have done more. You're so naive, yeah, so how could this be done? Such a smiling sweetheart. Oh, and your sweet and pretty face, such an ugly word for something so beautiful, that every time I look inside, I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. I may say it was your fault, 'cause I know you could have done more. You're so naive, yeah, so how could this be done? With such a smiling sweetheart. Oh, and your sweet and pretty face, such an ugly word for something so beautiful, that every time I look inside, I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. So how could this be done by such a smiling sweetheart? No, no, you're so naive, you're so such an ugly thing. Someone so beautiful, that every time you're on this side, I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking true or false. And maybe she's still out to get me. That was a very, very nostalgic moment. Damn, I missed that song. I feel like everyone was wearing straw hats when that song came out. Like, that was just a look. It was like the indie look. Everyone had hair like that as well, back in the day. Now we put it forward, or we put it back. Cool. So how is everyone feeling? I'm gonna look through these messages. So Isma says it makes me want to play Mario Kart. Is that the desired effect? I mean, sure. Kira says bravo. I think that's the person who requested it. Thank you very much, Kira. Yes, bop that head. Sometimes you gotta bop it. Vocals, yes. I'm so sad at the moment. I hope this live cheers me up. I hope it cheers you up too. I can feel my heart floating in there. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Love. Ganze Haut. I don't know what that means, but thanks for writing something. Laura says, such a classic. It is a classic. Muna was singing along. We got lots of Love Heart Eyes, which is good. Tommy says it's like he's singing it for you. I was singing it personally for you, Tommy. I hope you know that. Pauline says this is too lovely. It can never be too lovely. It can be lovely, but there's no such thing as too lovely. Love the raspy tone to your voice. Thank you very much. Haven't heard this song in years. Yeah, me neither. Okay, cool. Should we get some people in the chat? Also, actually, wait. Before we do that, there are these question things on the side. So, first one: what influences your style, singing, and clothes? Yeah, I think it's about time I actually started answering questions on here. So, clothes-wise, I really like simple stuff. Like very kind of simple denim stuff. I'm into a lot of kind of Japanese styles, a lot of workwear stuff. So you'll often see me in like denim stuff, maybe double denim, same top and bottom. I like matching colors as well. So like if I'm wearing like a top which has black and like a little bit of red, maybe I'll wear some red shoes or something like that. I don't know if that's good or not, but it makes me feel nice. Yeah, I also like things which aren't too baggy, especially on trousers. I hate baggy trousers. So if there's baggy trousers, I'll normally just cut them and make them not baggy, or I'll like, I don't know, try and pinch them together, something like that. On the top, I guess I like kind of oversized stuff. I don't know why. Just like I do like a top heavy look. Anyway, oh yeah, you didn't put Nivea. That being said, I did put Nivea on. But thank you very much to the person who told me that they do animal testing on Nivea products. I'm gonna look into that because I didn't know that. And if that is the case, then I'm probably gonna have to stop wearing Nivea, which will be a sad occasion, but I think it would be a bit hypocritical. If I carried on using Nivea and they test on animals. I didn't know that. So thanks for letting me know. What influences your style singing wise is lots of soul music. 70s funk and soul music, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Womack, Gil Scott-Heron, loads. Also more modern people like Amy Winehouse, Paolo Nutini, yeah, people like that. Yeah, that's my vibe. Damn. Now we've got 84 questions. How you feeling today, Zach? I'm feeling good. I had a good night's sleep and I've done some exercise and just done my songs, so I feel good. Next. This is a very controversial question. Can good-looking Eskimo girls be called hot? Well, yeah. And I'm going to give a scientific answer because regardless of whether you are in a sauna or whether you're, in the, what's it called? In the ice place. What's it called? Arctic! Whether you're in the desert or the Arctic, your body will basically be the same temperature inside. So, yeah, I reckon we can call them hot. All right, next. Do penguins have knees? None of this. Okay, these are great, but you need to do a quick fire round. How the hell do you do that? Okay, we'll do it quicker. Where was your first ever solo gig? My first ever solo gig was in a bar called the Arches Wine Bar, which is in West Hampstead, and there was just like a little corner of the room, and I used my very good friend David's guitar, and it was actually David's gig, and he let me play and practice some songs that I was working on to about 40-50 people, and it was a great experience, and I learned a lot from that. Next. Please could you tell me the meaning behind river? Yes. So the river came about because I was in a cab with actually a really nice guy, And we were talking about the world, we were talking about life and love, and he was talking about his wife and how he lets his wife work. And I just thought that was a very interesting way of putting it. And I was like, what do you mean you let your wife work? And he was like, well, you know, if I didn't want her to work, then she wouldn't be able to work. And I was like, how come? He's like, that's just how my religion works. And I was like, that's really interesting. Like, essentially, he was using his religion to influence the way he looked at the world and the way that he could control his wife. And I didn't really like that. So I wrote about that because, yeah, not really into the whole oppression of women kind of vibe, and especially not because some religions told you to do so. So I wasn't happy about that. So I wrote a song about it. Next. Scale of 1 to 10, how jazz funk are you? I'm probably about a 6. Big fan of the old jazz funk. I've listened to loads of jazz funk. Big fan of Jamiroquai. I borrow a couple bits, but I don't go all the way. Do you like eggs? No, I'm vegan. If so, how do you like your eggs? Non-existent. What is the first record you bought? The first record I bought was Maverick Saber's debut album, and I bought it when I was 16. And funny story, it was the only record that I had, and I think for my 16th birthday I had like a party round. I had some friends around for a party, and the only music that was allowed to be played was Maverick Saber's album. So you had all these people coming round, trying to have it large, and unfortunately the only thing that they could have was the soulful, beautiful tones of Maverick Saber and a lot of ballads, and that was quite frustrating for them, but I didn't mind. Okay. Any idea how long until we get a second album? Well, I'm probably about 70 or 80% of the way through finishing off this album, as in the next album, my second album. And I'm gonna release songs every couple of months. And whilst I'm releasing songs, I'll also be finishing off the album. So it will look like I'm really, really busy. And then before you know it, you'll just have the album. And it'll be there. Brit asks, am I on crack? No. Are you? Next. Why did I become vegan? So I became vegan purely from an ethical point of view. I didn't like the idea of me causing animals to suffer and die so that I could eat. And so I was like, ooh, is it possible for me to survive and thrive even if I don't have to eat meat? And I was like, yeah. So that's how I became vegan. All right, we'll do 2 more questions. Favorite football team? I actually don't have a team. Yeah, I am one of the only English people to not support a team. Ooh, so how did you get noticed, spotted, and signed to a record company? So this might be useful to anyone who is trying to become a singer and doesn't know how. So my journey in was me at like 15 or 16, putting out YouTube videos of me doing covers. And don't worry, you won't be able to find any of them now. But yeah, I put out covers, and some management companies got in touch and said, we'd like to manage you. And then I picked a manager, and then they put me in some writing sessions where I was writing with other people. And then from there, someone from a record label reached out and said, I'd like to sign you. And so signed me to Atlantic Records. And actually the person who found me is now my manager. So I've been working with him for 8 years or something like that. It's been a long time. And Joe, if you're watching this, I love you, bro.